Hi, I'm Eric, and this is Adventures in Golf. For this episode, we've come to Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, not to play Oakmont or to go to a Steelers game. We're here to travel an hour and a half north. We're going to find a little 9-hole golf course that within its soil may have the answer that the future of golf is looking for. All right, so we are almost here, and here is the country's and perhaps the world's only free 9-hole golf course.
Located in the Shenango Valley lies the small Rust Belt town known as Sharon, Pennsylvania. Originally known for its coal and steel production, this small town now prides itself on all the abundant outdoor amenities and tourist trade that Western Pennsylvania has to offer. One of such offerings is the Buell Park Golf Course, which, as I mentioned, is completely free to play.
My opening kind of take, without really knowing anything about it, is kind of like a gimmick. Like, why is it free, right? Like, what does it do? What's the purpose? I don't really understand any of it. I mean, it sounds like heaven. It sounds amazing. But at the same time, I don't quite understand it. And why hasn't the idea taken off in other places?
Hoping to find some answers, I'm meeting with Buell Park board member Tom Custer for a quick bit of history.
Mr. Buell, in 1908, decided that he wanted to build this park for the residents of the city of Sharon and all the surrounding area. Over a period of 4 years, he went out and acquired various parcels of land. It was all farmland, what we're standing on today. And he built the golf course, he built the lake, he built the casino, he built the picnic ground areas, he built the roadways. And at the end, once he had finished that, he donated $700,000. And that was the original endowment.
100 years ago.
Right.
Which is worth,
it's a lot.
A lot.
The Mr. Buell Tom is talking about is Frank H. Buell, the park's benefactor. Frank, a millionaire industrialist, and his wife Julia were steadfast about giving back to the community where they lived. And the 300 acres that make up Buell Farm are a direct result. But that wasn't enough, because Frank Buell believed every activity at Buell Farm should be free, so the working people of the community would have a place to take their families. And it's this guiding principle that carries through to this day.
We have around $700,000 that we have to raise every year. And the community has been very generous over the years.
It's a fairly decent revenue item for us.
Sure.
It's important to have it open.
Another way to raise funds for the course can be found at the driving range, which is also where I find Executive Director Tom Roscos.
I love a good range, you know? It's like the bar of the golf world, you know?
It's amazing what you can learn about somebody standing in front of the range machine.
Yeah. So the range here is not part of the free amenity or facilities.
Correct. So Frank and Julia Buell gave some money back at that time to help run it. It covers probably 35 or 40% of our operations, and the rest of everything that you see happening around here is through community giving, through small revenue streams like a driving range to support it. But if you're not at the range, it's sort of a land of golf, and you kind of use it as you'd like.
Do people recognize that it's free? Do they try to pay anyway? I can't really wrap my head around it.
There is probably a little uncomfortableness the first time you're ever here, because you don't stop in a pro shop. You walk to the putting green, get loose, and go play.
There's no tee times?
There's no tee times.
You just park and then just go to the first tee?
You do, yes. So if you show up when you come here to play next time, you'll get in line and you wait.
Are you
turn.
waiting to go off?
Yeah.
And then they say, yeah, do you want to join or no? Go ahead.
Yeah, so that happens a lot. The person who's there just picks up a game and they go out and walk and make friends.
Somehow it never crossed my mind that a free golf course would not have tee times. The course also has no starter, no ranger, no carts, unless you bring your own, no snack bar, no clubhouse, and no pro shop. But it also means there are no obstacles keeping anyone from taking up the game.
How often do you play here?
Every week.
Yeah.
Come here and practice. Blend in with everybody else. pack away and hope you get a good hit.
We do a lot of outdoor stuff, you know, we bike and walk and stuff, and then this park popped up and they had a golf course, and I was like, oh cool, we might stop and play golf.
Growing up here is like we always came to the golf course. We always had a great time coming up here, doing something that I didn't really know how to do.
Most of the time, the people that are here are willing to play with you, so I mean that's an awesome thing.
Everybody can come and like have fun and play golf.
Very rarely can adults be that simple and direct.
I'm gonna lose that.
Everybody can play.
I am starting to see what makes this course so special, and it's not just that it's free. It's the community coming together to keep Frank and Julia's dream alive.
Is there a limit to how many people can play golf on a hole? I mean, my question is, if I showed up with 50 people, are you going to say, now that's not allowed?
I would say we're somewhere in the neighborhood of 6 is where we get to a max if it becomes a problem. And Mark, our ranger, who's a golfer, he's one of the guys that kind of patrols the area.
Sorry, you mean Mark, the park ranger, not the golf course ranger.
Right. So
who happens to be standing right here. So do you have to manage to some extent the golfers if they get out of hand?
If there's a problem, handle it.
Is there a problem ever?
No, no.
And you play the course a lot.
As a kid, we would get dropped off and we would play the course over and over and over and over again.
What does the course mean to you then?
It's home. I swam at the park pool when I was a kid. I played baseball in the baseball field up there. 27 years old, joined the military and all that, come back home in the National Guard. I'm running my Army PT test around Lake Julia, you know. So then I found out that, you know, they're hiring. I'm able to come here and give back to the park because it's given me so much.
It's like summer camp for all people, not just kids. Mark, I want to see you rip one here. Come on, hit some shots. I've already shanked 3 on camera.
7 iron?
Yeah.
I like it.
I love this.
Yeah.
What are you working on right now in your swing?
What am I working on?
Yeah.
Every aspect of it.
Gosh. 1 yard draw? Done. You're relieved of your duties.
A little tight, a little tight in here.
That's great, man.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're on day 2 at Buell Park. I haven't played the course yet, but the experience so far of walking around on a bunkerless 9-hole course that tips out at 2,400 yards and kind of the middle of nowhere, northwestern Pennsylvania. You would think all of that on paper adds up to kind of pass. I don't know, this is one of these places I feel like I'm going to remember for a while.
Oh, yeah.
You mind if we interrupt your lesson?
Yep. No, absolutely not.
How you doing? I'm Eric.
Hi, Eric.
This is Denny Dolce, a professional golfer who gives lessons at the course. And, you guessed it, he grew up here too.
From where we're sitting, I'm probably a par 4 away from my house that I grew up in. And had the opportunity to take all advantages of this place all my life.
You're in a distinct minority of people who have become used to a free golf course. What does that mean to you?
Opportunity. I mean, opportunity for anybody. I mean, for people that don't have money, you know, can't belong to a country club, can't afford to play a public golf course. Opportunity to really get some younger kids involved back into playing the game.
How would you describe Buell Park to someone who's never been here or heard of it?
It's a really nice place. Like, you think of a free golf course, you probably think, but it's nicer than, you know, half of the public courses you pay for.
It's primarily par 4s, so 7 par 4s and 2 par 3s. The 6 of the holes are original to the course, so when you're over there playing, you will play some of the original holes that were here over 100 years ago.
It's really nice though, like if you're starting out, because you can get out there for free, and it's nice to play like 4 holes, 6 holes. Because when you're not doing it, it's sometimes hard to keep going, because then you know, produce habits and stuff, so.
Yeah. Oh, when you're playing bad, you're supposed to leave.
Well,
maybe that's been my problem.
I keep playing.
And with that, it was time to see my habits on the course, good or bad.
Spectacular. It's a great scorecard. 8 a.m. to dusk every day of the year. 270-yard par 4.
Joining me today are a few members of the team responsible for keeping Buell Park's mission on course.
Players, all right. Wow.
No pressure here, Ed.
No pressure. Well, Lucky enough, I know that neither of these camera angles can see where the ball went. But you guys can actually, you can. He's gonna move around. Oh, it's fine. We're just gonna hope for a cut. All right, little cut.
That's fine.
Yeah.
Welcome to Dum Dum.
Welcome to Dum Dum. Why is it called that?
They would say in the early days that anybody could play it, so any regular dum-dum could play it.
Early days, you were saying turn of the century.
I am.
Okay.
Player.
Thank you. What's the shortest par 4 on the course right now?
240 downhill. Slightly
Man,
downhill.
what's the course record?
Oh, so that's a debate that we've had a number of times. I've no idea.
No idea.
But we've gone it around. You know, some of us have gone around there in 4 or 5 or 6 under par. So
it could be my day.
It is.
It could be my day. Out the gate with an eagle too. Just to be clear, guys, like I'm not playing with like a +2 who like chips in all the time. It's Ryan's first time he's ever chipped in.
Yes.
First time he's ever had an eagle, period.
Yep.
And I mean, that's pretty great.
Yes.
That's a moment.
Doesn't get any better.
It doesn't take much to make a great golf course, but it also doesn't take much to take a terrible golf course. And I don't know if enough people know the difference. Yeah, well done.
Take a bogey.
That's how you finish it.
Well done.
For me, while I really enjoyed playing the course, the most important thing Buell Park has to offer is opportunity. It gives the younger generations a chance to discover that a free golf course is every bit as good as a sandlot.
That's not bad.
Not bad.
Oh.
Crack.
You have this 3, Derek? I'll take it.
Well, play ball somewhere. Derek got 6, but what'd you get?
I already carried.
Hey, good. Not bad shot, Will.
The bag? I'm not getting Tino's bag. That's you.
No, it's not. I got higher scores than you last time.
There we go. That's 6. That bag is twice my weight.